Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Jen. Today we are setting up my daily grind planner for 2026. It is the first planner I'm setting up for 2026 and I'm super excited about it. To be fair, a couple of my planners were academic start, so they started in July and I will still be using them. My 2026 planner lineup will be coming, but if you have been around for a while, you know I do love my disc-bound planning, and and so this is one of my disc-bound planners that I will be setting up for the year. So let's get into it. If you're not familiar with the Daily Grind, it is a planning system. It's an undated planner and the inserts come in 4 months at a time with the idea that you're setting goals in that 4-month period, which I really, really like. I kind of prefer the 4-month versus quarterly, like 3-month style goal setting, just because for me, a lot of my goals, the 3 months just doesn't feel like enough time. And I really enjoy the 4 month. So it's kind of like putting the year into trimesters, if you will. And I really like that. So if you happened to have seen my first video when I shared my first time buying a daily grind, it was in this cover. I have used other covers since then. I really like the one I'm using right now. I don't have it down here. I'll try to remember to grab it so I could show it to you. But anyway, I wanted to jump back into this one to start the new year. And I have more inserts than I know that I can fit in here. And so I think what will happen is I'm going to kind of figure it out today here with you in the video. And then whatever other inserts I have that don't fit, and I'll explain more about what I mean, they're going to end up probably being a separate setup in the cover that I'm using for December, and then that video will come as well. And you know, speaking of which, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to be notified of all these upcoming videos. Love to have you stick around. And if you enjoy the video, go ahead and give it a like. I always appreciate it when you do that. All right, so this is one of the Luxe covers. I love these. I have this one, and I also have one in black. This one's like a cream color. It came with these discs, which are kind of like they're a soft matte, like they're gold, but they're a different kind of color gold. I really don't know how to describe them, but they're really pretty. I love them, and I believe they are 1.5 inches. Here's a disc I know is 1.5. Yeah, I think they're 1.5. And I think most of their planners come with 1.25, but the Luxe covers, at least the ones in this style, come with 1.5 because my black one also came with matte black discs, which are really pretty. I also like that this planner has the closure and the pen loop. It's really convenient. And let me move my poinsettia over. This is a big planner. This one has 10 disc punches. And honestly, the size of it kind of deterred me from trying it for a long, long time. It honestly does not feel too big to me. I do actually take it with me on Saturdays when my daughter goes to dance class. I do put it in my bag a lot of weeks and bring it with me, and it's fine. It's fine. So I don't know what my ish was, but you know, my everyday planner is a half-letter planner, which is 8 discs, significantly smaller than this, and I've gotten kind of used to a more compact planner. But I realize more and more it's not so much about the size this way, it's about the thickness. Although of course, if you have a small purse, you're not fitting this big one in there. They do have a travel size. It's the same length, but in half. I've never tried that. So during Black Friday, I went ahead and bought these dividers. Now the dividers that initially were meant to match, oh, sorry for the plastic, that were meant to match this, they were sold out long before I bought this planner, which is too bad. They were really pretty. But I bought these from their Coquette collection, and they go with a different cover, which I would really love. I was really kind of on the fence, and now that I'm seeing these, I'm kind of wishing I bought it. But I was I went for function. I mostly bought inserts this go around and these dividers and highlighters, but I didn't buy any new covers because I have a few and I know more are gonna come, and so I didn't. But it's a beautiful cover. I still made on the line. So this is their Coquette collection, and I forgot the name of this color. It might be something like Woodland Bunny or something like that, but I thought the colors would still work with this cover. They are actually a little different in person than I thought, and if these stick, I don't know if they'll stick out once they're on the discs. Let's try them on and see. So these were from a spring collection, but I don't think they look overly spring-like in this color scheme. And so you have some nice florals on this side, and you have a pocket, which is really nice on this side. This one says, "What is meant to be will find its way." I love that. Kind of nice to have a pocket in each section. And they're kind of like a vinyl-y material. So let's see, when you close it, no, you don't see the tabs. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Actually, it's really pretty together. But anyway, now we have this plaid, which actually this plaid does really match very nicely. Yeah, I like these dividers. They are an interesting material, but they feel like they're so durable. And then we have Little by Little and Day by Day. Very pretty. This darker, like, I don't know if it's a taupe or tan, I'm not sure, but it's pretty, like a soft coffee color, and it has some leaves on it. Yeah, I really like these dividers. I've been wanting them for a while. I finally grabbed them during the sale. Yep. And I'm going to zoom out just a hair. Okay, I think that's a little better. And one more, like, more of like a doodly plaid. Cute. And, oops. And this pocket says, "Find peace in life's quieter moments." Very nice. Pardon me. So these are so pretty. I love them. They do come with labels. They are white, so which I love. I know I've seen that some people, you know, don't enjoy that it's hard to see them, and it is hard to see them. So you can see, like, you probably, I think if you used like a flashlight or something, you probably can see them. But I know I'm gonna love the white lettering on here, and honestly, whatever ones I don't use, I'm gonna hold on to them because I don't know if they're getting away from the white, and I really liked it. So, okay. So I'm not gonna label these yet until I have this totally figured out. So what I'm gonna do, what I've been doing is having the first section be the vision with like the 4-month plan in it. And I've been meaning to make a vision board. I hadn't. I do want to make one for 2026, and I hope to do that in a video upcoming. And then I would have the month worth of planning in the next section, and then I kind of played with the other two. But I'm not sure if I want to combine those two things into one or not. So for now, I'm going to start by doing it the way I've been doing it, but once I kind of see how much room it's taking up, I might combine them together, depending. All right. And then sometimes I put a cover page over here. I'm not totally sold on if I want to cover this up. I do have this cover page that I made for the springtime or summertime. It's really pretty and I really do love it, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I may make a different cover page. Maybe I'll just put my vision board right in the front. I haven't fully decided. Okay, so look at how big this pack of inserts is. Well, number one, their paper is amazing and it is really thick, so that contributes. But it is a big stack because you have daily pages, but you'll also have monthly pages, like a looking into the month plus your actual monthly calendar, and you have a weekly spread now, and you have an couple extra weekly pages. So it's a very robust system. So I like to just put 1 month at a time. Now, if you'd like to see a really in-depth look at the system itself, I have a video comparing this new insert to their older version, because they periodically update them. Like, the heart of the system stays the same, but they make updates. So I'm not going to go like deep on the inserts right now, because this is already going to take a while. But if you want to see that, it will be linked down in the description box for you. All right. So here's all of your planning for like your vision for the 4 months coming. You also have now this overview of the year that I have not really used, but I'm thinking in 2026, and I'm really gonna need, I think, to do most of my goal work privately. But let me know if you want me to share any of my process, and also let me know if you want me to do any sort of planning in here on camera. I'd be happy to do that. So this is where it starts the month, and so that I'm gonna, for now I'm gonna separate them, and then I'm gonna see. They really gave these inserts a really pretty aesthetic, this update. I really do like the look of them. All right, so let's see here. All right. I like this thoughts for the week page that they've added. Sometimes what I use it for is to write out the tasks that go with a certain goal that I'm hoping to get into the week down. And, sometimes there'll be several sets for like a few different goals I'm working on. And then I will try to map it out in the weekly spread. Where can I fit them in? And that kind of helps me to start to figure it out. It often changes, but at least like it gets the ball rolling with saying like, okay, I can realistically fit these things in my week, or I can't. I have to, tone it down. All right. Like this paper is so thick. It's never like as many pages as I think. And that's why it does take up quite a bit of room on your discs, but very nice quality paper. I was using dot markers in here this morning, and those notoriously bleed, and they did not bleed. There was a tiny, tiny bit of ghosting, but no bleeding. And they do also offer, I've never tried it, but they do offer artist paper as well. That's like the paper you can watercolor on and stuff. That would be cool to get down the line. Yeah, they offer a lot of nice things, and I've really been happy with the value, like the quality. Okay, here we go. We've come to the end of the month. Here's your end of the month review. Okay, dokie. So let's see, how full are we? So we still have quite a bit of room. So I kind of am thinking, I have these Know Your Worth challenge, 31-day challenge inserts that I have not even looked at yet. So I'm excited to look at them with you. They go with the book, and I had purchased the book a while back. And I'm not going to necessarily force myself to get it all done in 31 days, but it is something I've been wanting to incorporate into my self-care. I think it'll be really interesting and a really good exercise to try. But let's open it and see, and we're going to put it onto the discs as we look at it. I'm kind of thinking that it's going to be this third section, and the last section may stay notes, and then the other inserts that I have will go into notebook or a workbook, and I'll set that up in a separate video. Okay, look, this is a big pack of inserts, but I think it's going to fit. So Know Your Worth 31-Day Challenge. The 31-Day Challenge Guide is designed as the perfect companion to the Know Your Worth book. This is the book. It's really pretty. It's vegan leather cover. It has a vegan leather cover. It's really pretty. There's actually a deluxe cover that is this color. I mean, that would be really beautiful to make your workbook, but I'm trying to, you know, behave with the spending. But this is really cool. It's just really like a workbook in like getting to know yourself, and really pretty, and like, you know, making your life move forward. And, you know, she says you can absolutely write in the book, but I think the nice thing is that this, my guess is this is something you could do more than once, and probably over time, your answers and how it shapes your decision making may be different. And so that's why I thought it'd be good to have the inserts so that I could preserve the book and use it more than once. And also maybe let someone else use it too, you know? So, all right. So I'm going to pop it on the discs, and then I'll come back and I'll flip through it with you quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly show you these inserts, but it is a big chunk of inserts, but it did fit. And so it's a 31-day challenge, but again, I'm not necessarily going to force myself to complete it in 31 days. I want it to be something meaningful that I give my full attention when I'm working on it. So if I can't do it every day, I'm cool with that. But anyway, it gives you a brief overview, and then it walks you through all the weeks, the chapters you'll be going through. And then it gets into this 31-day challenge, and there's checklists for each day, it looks like. So they're telling you the things you need, the dates. They're kind of like, you know, walking you through it. That you've got a prep list. And then there's prompts on each insert that coincide with the page from the book. So this one says, rank your favorite glow up ideas from pages 13 and 14 in the Know Your Worth book in the space below. What would you like to flip the switch on and start? I think that's meant to say start doing as soon as possible to glow up. And so then, you know, so it goes along with the book, as I said, which is really helpful. But you can see that it's kind of talking about your goal setting, but just like also you as a person. But then the book also gets into other things, like where was that page? You know, making money, branding, and they have inserts for like a lot of different areas of life as well, which one of the other inserts I bought was a home refresh, and that's probably what's going to go into its own notebook, and I'm really excited about that one too. But anyway, so you get the idea, but it would take too long for us to go through this page by page, but it did fit. And then behind the last divider, I just decided to put a little bit of this graph grid paper that I have. I actually have more, but it's in my other planner upstairs, which, and I'll transfer that paper into here when I'm ready to be done with the other planner. So that is my daily grind planner for going into January. I also forgot to mention that I added my brown Uniball Zento. I've really been enjoying these pens. I may swap it out for a different pen, but I did really like the way this pen wrote in here, and it was here from before. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. I do want to make a vision board and maybe a separate cover page, depending. I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to, using it into and hopefully throughout 2026 and trying to get some stuff done, you know? So let me know if you use the Daily Grind or if you're using any goal planner this year. I'd love to hear about it. And I will link for you my Daily Grind playlist if you want to see any of the other things I've shared in the past. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.